Good evening and welcome to the Vernon Township Supervisors meeting for May 2nd, 2024. Start the meeting with a prayer and salute to the flag. Heavenly Father, we come to you today asking for your guidance, wisdom, and support as we begin this meeting. Help us engage in meaningful discussion, allow us to grow closer as a group, and nurture the bonds of community. Amen. Amen. Pledge allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll calling.
Stone.
Here.
Maloney.
Here.
Snyder.
Here.
Carnes.
Here.
Davis.
Here.
Do we have any citizen comment at this time? Thank you. And approval of minutes for the April 4th, 2024 Supervisors regular meeting. Have a motion?
I'll make that motion. Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Not in favor? Approval of the minutes for the April 4th, 2024 hearing regarding zoning map amendment request. Motion?
So moved. Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anyone not in favor? Thank you. Finances. Motion to direct the treasurer to issue checks for the approved vouchers due for payment.
So moved.
Motion
Second.
and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Not in favor. Motion to ratify payroll for the employees from March 31st through April 27th and the supervisor's pay.
So moved.
Motion.
Second.
Motion and second. All in favor?
Aye.
Not in favor. Any correspondence, Amy?
No.
Thank you. Okay, road report. Rollstone Roadmaster, please.
Good evening, Supervisors. Road report for May 2nd, 2024. We replaced a cross pipe on Putnam Road, trimmed trees on Johnson and Putnam in regards to getting ready for the blacktop projects, filled washouts on Brown Hill Road down in the swamp area where the swamp itself had come up and taken some of the road out, cold patched various smaller holes throughout the township road system. There was a ditch piping installation done on Cutter Roads. We went over and took some pictures and met with the gentleman over there. Fixed and reinstalled signs as needed. Attended the PSATS conference and a chainsaw safety training. And we assisted Vernon Water with a chlorine check on Wednesday. Roach Park, we turned the water on, fixed a couple pipes that froze, installed fill around the playground, raised the swings, installed no smoking vaping signs, and installed some mulch around some of the playground equipment. Lincoln Ave, we've been removing the garbage. Equipment-wise, we've removed the plows and spreaders off the truck. Hopefully winter's completely over at this point. Truck 22 had the state inspection done, and truck 15 is currently down at Geneva Truck, having the rear brakes and a hydraulic line replaced. Just like to say and remind everybody about blowing grass out into the road. There's a lot of motorcycles, a lot of bicyclists, stuff like that out there. You know, it's just not safe to do. Please don't do that. And then wish all the mothers a happy Mother's Day, you know, coming up next weekend. That's all I have.
Thank you, Joel. Any questions for Joel?
How about cleanup day this
Oh,
weekend?
cleanup day. Cleanup day is Saturday, from 7 to 2. So all the township residents, please, you know, utilize the facility, bring up your stuff that you'd like to clean up out of your yards. It looks like a little bit of rain Friday night, Saturday morning. You know, it's supposed to clear up, so get out there and get your stuff picked up.
Who's helping you out there?
Maybe.
It's a maybe.
Do we have that list on the Facebook page, I think?
It's on the township website.
It's on the website, the Facebook page. I can tell you though, the cleanup day doesn't generate a lot of buzz on Facebook. You know, when you look at the statistics, I can post something about Roach Park and, you know, it gets 15,000 views. You post cleanup day, it's 100. So it's just not I've posted a couple of different times this week, and it just doesn't generate any buzz.
Just to put it out there, someone asked me about the Freon items yesterday.
I believe it's no Freon unless it's been drained and has the
Tag.
The tag. It has to be tagged.
Because I told him he can just take it down to Lincoln Metal himself. 'Cause
Exactly.
I took a refrigerator down there and was like, I'm just pulling out number $5 to get the Freon out, and they gave me $12 for it. So
Mhm.
I actually made money, you know. So rather than just bring it up here and get rid of it. But yeah, so no Freon items.
Correct.
And tires, that's another big one, no tires. We'll
No
just figure
tires.
it out now. So, you know, get yourself-
But I believe the city of Meadville is doing a tire program there. So if you watch the Meadville Tribune, there was some stuff in there about that.
Right, yeah. In most places, I've taken them down to, you guys downtown.
Flynn's.
Flynn's, yeah. Sorry, it was leaving me. I think it was $2 or $3, and they'll take them, so. All right, thank you, Joel. Administration's owner report, Robert Horvath, manager.
Good evening, Supervisors. April was a busy, productive, and educational month in the township. Township staff members attended the annual PSATS conference as well as the Knox Municipal Law Symposium, both which were very educational and informative. I believe everyone walked away with some things we can bring back to improve the township. Some key takeaways that will follow up in the future involve commercial and residential solar regulations, shared use of roadways for ATVs, and the township and its social media presence. The State Auditor General's Office performed the audit on the Township Liquid Fuels Fund. It was a clean audit with no findings. I'd like to say thanks to Amy for doing a great job in the record keeping and compliance there and keeping us on track. The state has also started their audit of the township pension funds for the years 2019 through 2023, and we've been working with them to supply them with the necessary materials for that. The Roach Park Playground has been open. It's seen a lot of use. A lot of kids are utilizing it. The reviews from the kids there are very positive. Personally, my daughters insist we go there a few times a week, so I've been up there a lot. The road department continues to work on the area around it as time and weather permits. We're looking to hopefully get some grass growing there and have it finished this month. The conditional use hearing tonight and your vote coming later tonight, we should see the former Smith Gray facility utilized once again as McCandless Roundabout Auto Sales. I have to say it's a very creative name, and they shouldn't have a problem with people locating it. And finally, I will say, Joel, winter is over, so I want to say thanks to the road department for the excellent work they did this winter and keeping our roads safe and open for travel. And that's my report for tonight.
Thank you, Rob. Any questions for Rob? Well, thank you, and thanks for the good work on Roach Park. It is definitely nice, and people are enjoying it. Police report, Chief Stefanucci, Eagle PD.
Okay, good evening. April, manpower has been sufficient to continue to provide 24/7 patrol in the township. The police department responded to 312 calls in April. We conducted 89 traffic stops, 48 citations issued, 41 warnings. And then we had 25 criminal arrests. Our traffic stop citations are down this month, but our total calls are around the same, indicating that we've been responding to more calls from citizens for service. I wanted to remind everybody that we run a Crime Watch page. It's our social media platform, and it includes Vernon Township. So we put events that are happening with the department. It also includes arrests that are made, including arrests made in townships. If you're curious what the arrests are or what's really going on, join the page, and you can see who's being arrested and where. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Questions for the Chief? Anything, Scott?
No, keep up the good work.
I don't have a question, but I actually asked for this, and they provided, police, this is the traffic stops by year, month to month, and it's phenomenal that the total incidents of 2024 is like 1,200 year to date. A year ago, it was only 533. Traffic stops were 45. There are 525 this year. So the amount of police work and stuff that's been ongoing in the township has been very significant. And I just wanted to thank the chief and his men for doing a great job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, good, David. Yeah. You know, we can attribute that to the 24 hours
Oh, yeah.
and the larger manpower that we have. So it's great what they're doing. Thank you, Chief. Engineers report, Ashley Porter, Township Engineer.
Thank you. Good evening, Supervisors, residents. The report this month is similar to past months. Development continues. You can see things coming up higher out of the ground, which is a good sign. Vernon Place, see the curbs going in. You'll see some asphalt coming in the upcoming months. It's ahead of schedule, so it'll be later in the year, but it's progressing well. The quick change oil facilities underway. Number of stuff in progress and inquiries as well, and have the post-project development is a number of things going on. So it continues to be an exciting year, development ongoing, and we'll try to keep pushing it that way. That's all I have.
Great, thank you. Good day.
Yeah, I had a question here. It kind of goes back to post. How many trucks with the railroad siding? How many trucks will that take off the road, make it? I keep forgetting that number.
It's amazing. The projection for the facility was removal of 4,000 trucks off the road annually. And in discussing the usage of the rail with the representative posts, I think they're more than excited about it, and the capacity of that rail is being pushed. So that project removed 4,000 trucks annually from the roadways in Vernon Township.
It's really good to see the expansion, that they brought to us tonight, because that shows that they're here to stay. They're expanding.
It's exciting news, and it appears that's going to continue. The commitment just seems to be there, and they're producing a lot of dog food.
Fantastic. Anybody else? Solicitor's report, Jeff Millen, Township Solicitor.
Good evening, everyone. Not much to report. All is good in the township. Things are running smoothly. And I would just say Happy Mother's Day to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions for Jeff? New business, motion to approve the post land development. This was brought to us at the work session.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
A motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Not in favor?
Aye.
Motion to approve conditional use request for McCandless for a used car lot located at 16513 Conneaut Lake Road, the former Smith Gray facility. Motion? Motion?
Second.
Motion and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Not in favor? Great. Motion to approve the seal coat contract for the optional work of Coleman Road at a cost of $1.89 per square yard for a total of $27,707.40.
So moved.
Motion?
Second.
Motion second, all in favor?
Aye.
Anyone not in favor? Okay. Motion to approve line painting for township roads through Pavement Maintenance Company for $14,100.
So moved.
Motion and second. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Not in favor? Motion to approve purchase of a spray patcher from Summit Township at a cost not to exceed $4,000.
I'll make that motion.
Motion? Second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Not to exceed 4,000, Rob, so.
See what I can do.
Old business, we don't have any. Just our upcoming meetings will be June 6th, 2024, will be the Vernon Township Supervisors Work Session at 6:30 PM. Followed June 6th, 2024, Vernon Township Supervisors regular meeting at 7:30. So, be here before we know it. Supervisors' comments, can we start with you, Scott?
Sure.
I don't forget to.
I'd like to thank McCandless Ford for putting their faith in the Vernon Township and in the investment. Good luck to you.
Okay, thank you. How about you, John? We'll just come across.
I'd just like to remind people, the weather's getting nice, kids are out on the road playing. Just, keep an eye out for them. School's gonna be out here pretty soon, so it's gonna get even worse as far as kids running around during the daytime. Just keep an eye out for them, if you would, please. But I do have a question, if I can. Maybe it's out of order, I don't know. Do we need to take off the table? We approved the $12,000 for the hot box. Do we need to have a motion to take that off the table? I don't know. Now,
Just dies with no action.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't think we need to do anything official on that since we've taken this motion tonight. That should be fine.
okay. That's all I had.
Yeah.
No, good point. Thank you. How about you, Fritz?
Yeah, a couple of things. I did usually once a year or so, I bring it up, or Dave or somebody too, that we come to these meetings, it's 7:45 and we're basically through. And a lot of the folks, especially in TV land there, see us, just stamping everything here. And really, at our work sessions, as some of the folks that are here tonight, they see this is where we really rehash things out, explain things thoroughly, have discussion and such. And then we get to the meeting and we pretty much have made up our minds, if we're going to approve it or not. So, please don't judge us by just saying, make a motion and second and yes. There's been more thought put into anything there on our subjects here tonight. Let's see, the Roach Park, the playground, I've gone down there, I think pretty much every day here this month. And it's just amazing how many folks are using that. A lot of Vernon people naturally, but I know a lot of the folks in the area are down there playing and they're really having a lot of fun. And I think that's one of the nicest things we've done for the community here that will continue to bring high praise for us. Saturday, as we've said, is the cleanup day from 7 to 2. Just from being there a few times, please, no tires and no building materials, especially if it rains. That stuff's always so wet and crappy and picking up insulation and things like that. But hope to see a lot of folks out for that. And that's all I have.
Thank you, Fritz. Dave?
Thanks, Don. Just a couple things. I'll try to be brief. Robbie's busted my chops by a long time. But Robbie and I attended the Knox Law Municipal Symposium. And sometimes it's not the symposium and everything you learn there, even though it's very good. We got to sit next to the guy that runs Berkheimer's, the local tax guy, right? He's the guy that collects everything. Well, Robbie asked him carte blanche what it would cost to collect our LST tax. And he said 1.8%. And I thought, man, that's fantastic. I said, so I think it's something we should look into in the future that would take a little bit of work off our staff. And I think they do a bang-up job. And they're already collecting their earned income tax. So it might be something we might want to look into and something maybe in the future. Robbie put some numbers together for us. The other thing is, I'd like to back up what Fritz said. I took a little tour around our recreation sites the other day. As a matter of fact, I called Robbie from down there and went over a couple of things with him. And I agree. You couldn't find a place to park in Roach Park to use that playground. I'm not kidding. That's how many kids. I bet there are 30 to 50 kids down there using that. But I also drove down to the ball fields down in 5th Ward. and they were utilizing that playground. There was 20, 30 kids down there running around, and I thought the ball fields looked good, the playgrounds looked good, so compliments to our staff for keeping it looking nice. On the recreation thing, I just stopped down to Kirktown and there was no kids there. So it may be something we need to give some thought to about what we want to do with that area in the future. And we have one of our people, Paul Openlander, I hope I say this name, Openlander, is a member of our rec complex board. He provides us with a really beautiful monthly report. And it's really nice. I wish we would get like Water Authority, Sewer Authority, everybody give us a monthly report. But I did want to notice, we have 5 wonderful recreation areas Vernon Township supports and finances, and one of them is the rec complex. And I just wanted to note that he gave this us, that it's celebrating its 50th year anniversary starting in June. He says the founders had a vision for what recreation should look like in Crawford County. And he complimented the city of Eagle, Westmead Township, Vernon Township for continually to finance it. He also complimented Channel Lock, Accutech, Post, and Ainsworth back in the day, right? For that. And every person that had a kid that played hockey, that had a child that was on the swim team, that utilize those facilities, people to play baseball down in our baseball fields down there. It certainly is a wonderful recreation facility for for the whole general area. And I just wanted to say thank you and wish them the best. 50 years, is a long time. So they've been doing pretty good. Because I think I haven't been in the facility in a long, long time, but I think it's kept up really nice. And I know the hockey is just a tremendous asset to our community. And as a business owner downtown 20 years ago, 15 years ago, that hockey meant a lot to my business. Teams came out of town, they would utilize lunches, dinners, and things of that nature. And so I know there's an economic development component to it as well. So last but not least, I'm a little bit bigger on cleanup day. Because everybody has got junk in their yards, which there is a lot. I drove around the other day and look, let's get it cleaned up. Let's have a beautiful community. Clean up, bring it up here, it's free. You can't beat it. Bring your junk up. If you got it in your yard, bring it up here and get rid of it, because we don't have to write a citation later in the summer when people start complaining about it. And that's all I got. It only took 2 minutes.
You got a slow watch.
I was watching.
I haven't put batteries in that.
Thank you, David.
I'm gonna put the hourglass next time.
Those were all very valid points. I didn't know that about the record. That's pretty impressive.
Yes.
So, well, I'd like to thank the Meadville Tribune. We have Jane here covering the meeting, and Armstrong Utilities for videoing it. And then just remind everybody about Cleanup Day. So summer's approaching. Pray for good weather, and like Scott brought up about the motorcycles and John about the children, please be careful out there when you're driving. So, with that, I'd like to have a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Motion second. All in favor? Aye. Meeting adjourned.